Alright, first and foremost, I would like to say call Halayim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah Bahasham Rakal Kadosh through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who I learned this truth from. And Shalom wa Barakim La Bakayim Shah Yasha'Allah. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth, waiting on the return of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach to deliver us out of this last captivity. I'm just gonna do this video basically on the super blue blood moon, they're calling it. This is the first time this occurred in 150 years, I believe. And I'm just gonna touch on how it's a very significant sign of the times and the change that it's gonna bring in on this earth. One of the main important signs of this moon coming in is that it comes on the Sabbath. I don't know if every brother is keeping up on the Sabbath. They should be, but the Sabbath comes in on Tuesday evening to Wednesday evening, okay? And this moon is supposed to come in, this super blue blood moon is supposed to come in on the Wednesday of the Sabbath, So for a sign like this to come in on the Sabbath is very significant, man. It's showing you that the Lord is about to start bringing a lot of change on this earth. And it's not for the better, it's for the worse, for these 2/3, these heathens, and all these wicked individuals out here that's lollygagging in a mirthful spirit, man, And I'm going to start with a basic scripture in the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25. And it reads, "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations." Look, there's going to be signs in the sun and in the moon. Now, with this moon, we've already had that. You remember the lunar eclipse this past summer, of the summer of 2017, man. That was a major sign, man, that was seen across America, And now you have this super blue blood moon that's occurring on the Lord's Sabbath, the Lord's Shabbat. That's a major sign, man, And it says, upon the earth distress of nations. What are we seeing over there in the Middle East around the Euphrates, that whole area where World War III is going to take place, the war of Armageddon, Harmageddon, the Lord's judgment, Yahweh Shabbat, What are we seeing in that area? We're seeing Turkey and Syria going at it. We're seeing those Arab Palestinians going at it with those Khazar Jewish people, We're seeing proxy wars being instigated by Russia, North Korea, and America, with America backing false rebels such as ISIS and all these fake jihadist groups, and Russia and North Korea, mainly Russia trying to build a pipeline over there in that region, and America trying to take control of their pipeline, because the resources over there. So you have a lot of things occurring around that whole region there, man. So you have the stress of nations going on. Every other day, North Korea is saying they're closer to sending a missile over here to America. These are all signs, man. It says, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. In 2017, we had some of the biggest floods, over here in America that we've seen, with Houston, over there in Puerto Rico, when the hurricane hit, they're still catching a lot of hell, man. They're still basically destroyed over there, man. So there's a lot of natural disasters that have occurred. Even when you look at this weather, the Lord has allowed this so-called white man to rule over this weather with his heart machine, and you don't even have a real winter anymore, man. Winter used to last for months, Now you'd be good if you get winter for 1 month. It'll be snowing one day, then it's 60 degrees the next day, then it's raining the next day. It's like it's up and down. It fluctuates, man. So there's no real winter anywhere for real, man. It was snowing in the Sahara Desert, which that's bugged the fuck out, man. It was snowing in the Sahara Desert. So these are all signs that the Lord is showing you what He's finna bring. Now, we recently had the government shutdown, which I thought, they was going to keep it shut down longer than what they did. But they decided to, give it another extension, which is, just prolonging the inevitable giving these people time to dig themselves deeper in a ditch, because the average the average American will look at that and say, okay, they're actually trying to fight for our rights. When really, they're putting off the inevitable, because you have this DACA program that's funding the so-called illegal immigrants, which is, Issachar and the rest of the Northern Kingdom and other immigrants that come over here, and they've been over here, working 9 to 5s and being quote unquote good citizens in America, they have families now, have children, and now Trump is deporting them, man. That DACA program was established by Barack Obama, I believe, but now Trump is deporting them, saying, look, man, I'm not going to keep funding for these immigrants, man. And you have these Edomites, these so-called white people who stand with Trump, and they just peons. They don't know what's going on. So they think, yeah, these Mexicans are stealing our jobs, when you don't know what the fuck is going on, man. No, ain't nobody works more than Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, His name means he is hired, man. When you look at these under the table jobs, these manufactured jobs, these landscaping jobs, they really do the nitty gritty hard work, man. These agricultural jobs, man. And they get paid pennies, but they fine with doing that, But like I was saying, basically with this government shutdown, it was basically like, look, man, Trump is like, I'm not going to keep funding these programs. I want to build a wall, and I'm not going to keep funding illegal immigrants to come in. So y'all need to come up with a budget plan to make both sides work. So the Republicans and Democrats, they putting on a little, a little show for the people to actually make it look like they even care. When really the elite banking families already have this thing already planned out, man. They already have it planned out what they're going to do. So they extended this government shutdown to February 8th, okay? They extended it to February 8th. And what they're going to do February 8th, they have two options, man, because I believe Trump said this is the last short extension they're going to get before come up with a plan. Like, they have to make a plan February 8th, or the government will shut back down. So these are the two options: shut down the government and keep it shut down for however long, which is going to affect the economic market very heavily. People are going to be out of work for a while. It's going to lead to distress among people, or keep the government open, but they're going to bring in this tracking program, this national ID program, to use it as an excuse to track the so-called illegal immigrants. So he'll say, you know what? Okay, I keep these programs open. I'll keep funding these programs for these immigrants and let them work over here and live over here. But we got to have a system to track them and know what they're doing and know where they're going and know how many are coming in, and you know what I'm saying. And that's how they're going to bring in this market of beast too, also, with the RFID chip, because the RFID chip can come in either two ways. The RFID chip is it's a new economic system, with the blockchain cryptocurrency thing. But it's also a major tracking system, man. It's not just the buy or sell. This thing is actually going to be tracking people and having everybody in a digital database, your whole identity on a digital database connected, man. So they know what you're doing, where you're going, how you're coming, how much funds you make. They'll control all that digitally, which is going to be tied to some type of crypto coin or whatever, Let me get a precept. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15. No, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. What you got to understand is these central banking families, these elite, rich, trillionaire banking families that own real wealth, such as gold, not dollars that can crash. See, if the market crash, you think guys like Bill Gates and Oprah Winfrey have real... Look, man, I don't care how many billions of dollars you got. If the dollar collapses, the dollar ain't going to be worth shit. You got to have actually real money, man, gold and stuff, But it says free and bond, rich and poor. So this is going to be for everybody, That shows you it's not just an economic thing. They want to track everybody and know what everybody's doing. And if you're not part of this system, this database, you're going to be considered an outcast, okay? Like a barbarian, like the Roman. There's nothing new under the sun. So like when the Romans ruled the Roman Empire, they called the outcasts barbarians. It's nothing new under the sun, man. you know. And you got to understand, their agenda is the new world order. It's not just America that's going to be chipped. This is going to be a global thing. You know, this is going to be a global thing. And we seen in the summer of 2017 with them chipping people at the 3 Square Market over here in America. They were chipping their employees, man. So they showing you what's coming, man. You know, but really it's the Most High showing you through his signs, you know. These signs we got to keep an eye for these signs, because right now it feels like nothing's really happening. But this is the calm before the storm. This is the calm before the change, so to say, you know. Before all hell breaks loose, before major change occurs on this earth. Verse 17, it says, well, continue, it says, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, which the Greek word there is charagma, which means insertion, you know, which means insertion. And it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, you know. So they're going to require every human being to, you know what I'm saying, be tied to this digital database, man. This mark of the beast RFID chip system, man. You know, you're going to have to be tied to this, man. And there's no way out of this, okay? There's no loophole, because, you know, Jacob is the supplanter. You know what I'm saying? But there's not going to be any loopholes for this system, man. You know, either you're going to be a part of it, or they're going to put you to death, put you in prison. You know, they're going to be looking for people who don't want to be part of this program. So my whole point to say was, bringing up this whole government shutdown and their options of what they may bring is basically, man, once everything hits the fan, that's it, man. You know, and this super blue blood moon coming in on the Lord's Shabbat, the Lord's Sabbath, is a sign to show you that major change is finna occur on this earth. Major change is finna occur on this earth, okay? Now I'm gonna get the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms, chapter 81, verse 3. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon in the time appointed on our solemn feast day. So the feast days coincide with the new moon, okay? That's why a new month starts on a new moon, okay? Month, the word month goes back to moon, man. But it says blow up the trumpet in the new moon. You know, and these new moons bring in the Sabbath, but the fact that this moon is gonna this rare moon is gonna occur on the Sabbath is a major sign, man. So I just wanted to bring that to brothers' attention if they haven't already heard about it. You know, I had already knew about the moon occurring, but I didn't know it was gonna be on the Sabbath. You know, so that's a beautiful thing, man. The Lord's getting ready to return. You know, sooner than later. You know, I hope the elect was edified with this lesson. And with that, I want to say shalom.